Hello, citizens of the Imperium, and welcome to a news flash alert here on YouTube. We have news, official news, on the Horus Heresy, and let's get into it. So, we've just had an article come out on Warcom, Warhammer Community, and we were expecting today, I was at least, expecting it to be 40k. Yesterday, as a recording, we'd had a little AOS teaser video, and one of these things that Warcom love to do at the end of the year, a little spinny round silhouette for you to try and figure out what is going on. Now, we've got some stuff that was already seen, just confirmed. So Horus Ascended, I believe Horus Ascended, it did say was coming out in sort of Christmas 2022 when he was revealed. But yes, a fantastic model, and he will probably be coming January 2023, I'd expect at this point. The Typhon Heavy Siege tank, which was revealed recently as well, on Heresy Thursday, and the Siege of Terror, the End and the Death. So obviously this is the books. It doesn't say what part, which would perhaps suggest that both parts are coming out this year. The Horus Heresy ends in 2023. This could be quite big news, emotional news for some. Obviously, for us, this is a big deal with the podcast. And then we had the interesting stuff, the goodies, and even more on the way. What I would say, a little constructive criticism, is I think to put in several things we've already seen. I feel like we could have done without. I mean, that's 75% of the video, I would say, is stuff we already knew about. And even more on the way. Now, when I first saw this article, I really thought that we might get a roadmap. AOS just got a roadmap, but I think the Horus Heresy works on a different plane to those sorts of things because of a mixture of teams involved. So instead, we have some teaser images of what looks like another Spartan-based vehicle. Let me know what you think it is. I'm sure there'll be people in the comments, and I've literally dashed on to record this. So it's definitely a Spartan-based tank, I would say, similar to the Typhon. We know that Rhino chassis and Land Raider chassis and Land Raider Spartan chassis have all been made incredibly modular in CAD to basically facilitate all of these. So I want to say it might be an Executioner, if that's a tank. Apologies, I'm thinking on my feet here. And then lots of silhouettes of things that look particularly mean. Now, what could this be? We have what looks like a sort of possessed almost demon thing with a nasty claw. What looks like a psyker of some sorts, and some sort of sharpshooter. And what could those be? Now, my instant reaction was to think that these are all evil things, and I think this would coincide with some rumors saying that there is a Liber bad guy, a Liber evil, a Liber chaotica, whatever you want to call it, that will facilitate and mimic Liber Imperium, which came out this year. So Agents of the War Master, Evil Assassins, which I think is what we're seeing here, at least for a couple, is basically sort of rogue characters that you will be able to field in traitor armies as supporting cast, basically. The middle one that looks like a Psyker, however, I could go either way. This could genuinely be a librarian model for the Horus Heresy. There isn't really, I would say, certainly not a dedicated plastic librarian for the Horus Heresy era. You sort of have to do your own. So this could potentially be a character. He's in a very charactery pose, but I think perhaps this might be Librarian option. We do technically have a chaplain from the Calf set that is still in production, and I think this could be your answer to for your librarians, albeit kind of ironic because by all accounts the psychic phase is pretty weak in 2.0. Just shoot them in the face, mate. They don't really get up to nothing. And then finally, something we all know is coming if you're around on the Twitterverse: plastic jet bikes. I have to give credit to Chapter Master Valrak. He's been talking about these for a while, and they disappeared from the Forge World store. So this is, I would argue, stuff that might be coming quite soon in terms of release. I think once something goes from Forge World, they want a quick turnaround to capitalize on the hype of people going, oh snap, this is going to plastic. So I don't think it'll be that long. I think the Typhon disappeared and it was maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months, I think, before it reappeared in plastic. So early 2023, plastic jet bikes. I know a certain co-host of mine who's going to be very excited. Not that he's going to paint any, but that's certainly interesting. What I really would have liked is a roadmap. I'm not going to, beggars can't be choosers, and I won't say it's a massive gripe, but it would be nice at some point to have a 2023 release schedule, because there's a lot of unanswered questions. The 2022 roadmap was pretty hit and miss in terms of meeting its targets. Obviously, they declared that it was accurate as of time of writing, but Demons of the Ruin Storm did not come out as a PDF. Cults and Militia did not come out as a PDF. Liber Imperium came out late. Exemplary Battles slowed down. But we did get a very steady stream of miniatures and the upgrade sets. So what can I see coming now in 2023 if I was to make revised predictions? Liber Chaotica, the bad guy book, answer to Liber Imperium, to have all sorts, and I could foresee demons being in there, the bad guy assassins being in there, because we had that train of back-to-back resin assassin reveals, which I think got a little bit tiresome. So hopefully those are staggered out a little bit more. I think that's clearly going to be some sort of either character, but to librarian, or a plastic librarian for general use. I'm 50-50 on which it could be. What would I really like to see? What else? I didn't see anything in there, obviously, that looked like a new troops choice or any form of infantry. I think because of the modularity that they've been able to achieve with the Rhinos and the Spartans and the Land Raiders, those are able to be put out in much more cost-effective manner. And this is obviously the first year of Heresy 2.0. They wanted to see how it did. It absolutely slapped, and that's why I think Demons and Cults and Militia have probably they've gone, right, bin off these PDFs, move them into a book ASAP, get books out, sell books. So that's why I could see that coming. Campaign book 1, please. I think that'd be massive. Campaign book 1, and I think accompanying campaign book 1, if you think, I would argue they're going to go right back to the beginning, because the black books are null and void. So Istvan 3, therefore lots of stabby world eaters, despoilers to come with campaign book 1. I think it'd be a great release. I also made a bet based on no information that I have, but just that Saul Tarvitz and Little Horus Aximand should get models if they do Istvan 3 to complete that heroic action in the palace of Istvan 3, and we'd have basically almost every major character that people care about, except for a couple of sort of minor World Eaters and Death Guard. I think the Sons of Horus are characters, and Eidolon and Saul Tarvitz and Lucius are all very important in that battle. So that's where I'll leave you guys. Thank you so much for watching this short notice blast and a little bit of rambling. Enjoy. 2023, I think, will be a big year for the Horus Heresy. So thank you so much for all the support this year. Don't forget to do like, comment, subscribe, all those YouTube cliches. Check out our Patreon, where we have an extra show called Little Horus Hour, where it's a bit more sort of after dark with myself and my podcast co-host. Use our affiliate code for Hobby Workshop for up to 25% off Warhammer. Thank you so much. Goodbye.